And welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to talk about It, Welcome to Derry. Obviously, It, Welcome to Derry is an upcoming American supernatural horror television series based on Stephen King's 1986 novel It, serving as a prequel to the films It from 2017 and It Chapter 2 from 2019. The series was developed by Andy Muschietti. I think that's how you pronounce his name right. Obviously, also developed by Barbara Muschetti. Dude, these names are incredibly hard to pronounce. Jason Fuchs, all of whom were involved in the It film.
Andy Muschietti, obviously you all know him from obviously the latest Flash film, and he is also set to direct or helm the Brave and the Bold film from Batman. Obviously, Andy Walter Muschietti is an Argentinian film director and screenwriter who had his breakthrough with the 2013 film Mama. He gained further recognition for directing both films in the It film series, 2017 film adaptation of the Stephen King novel, and its 2019 sequel It. Obviously, also with the Flash, right? So that's really interesting. So, Argentinian film director. So that's really interesting. The series stars Giovanna Dapo, Chris Chalk, Taylor Page, James Raymer, and Stephen Ryder, with Bill Skarsgård, who also serves as an executive producer, reprising his role as Pennywise the Clown from the films. Andy and Barbara Muschietti, along with the Fugs, right, were developing an It television series by March 2022. After receiving a production commitment later that November, Fugs and Brad Kane were hired as showrunners. The series was greenlit in February 2023, with Andy Muschietti attached to direct multiple episodes, including the pilot episode, and Fuchs as a writer. Casting began later in April, including Skarsgård being cast in May 2024 and ended in July 2025. Filming for the first season began in May 2023, but was halted that July due to the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strike. Filming ended in August 2024. It's Welcome to Derry is scheduled to premiere on HBO on October the 26th, 2025. So the premise of the series goes as follows. In 1962, a couple with their son moved to Derry, Maine. Just as a young boy disappears. With their arrival, very bad things happen or begin to happen with the town. Obviously, really interesting. So yes, I think a couple with their son moved to Derry, and obviously the brand new characters. Obviously we have Taylor Page as Charlotte Hanlon, Javon Adepo as Leroy Hanlon. So these might be the couple. We also have Chris Chalk as Dick Halloran, right? So Richard Halloran is a fictional character created by Stephen King from his 1977 novel The Shining. Wait a second. Why is this referred to Richard Halloran and not Dick? Wait a sec. Yeah, it is. It's him. Wait, oh yeah, that's right, because all the characters in the I want to say Steven Universe, no, I think the Stephen King's universe are all connected. So, Chris Chalk plays Richard Halloran, which is obviously a fictional character created by Stephen King from his 1977 novel The Shining. He has telepathic abilities he called The Shining, and is the head chief at the Overlook Hotel. He meets Danny Torrance, a young boy who is also telepathic, and learns that the evil spirits hide in the hotel. So, that's interesting. Chris Chalk obviously is an American actor, best known for his role as Lucius Fox in Fox drama series Gotham. That's interesting, and is also known for co-starring the HBO political drama The Newsroom, the HBO historical drama series Perry Mason. So, this character will actually connect to The Shining, which is kind of interesting. We have James Raymer, Stephen Ryder, Madeline Stowe, obviously Rudy Mancesco. Holy shit, Rudolfo Mancesco. Oh damn, this is an American internet personality, musician, writer, filmmaker, and actor. He is known for making comedy skits with his friends on YouTube and Vine, as well as for being behind many voices in the YouTube channel Awkward Puppets. That's interesting, because Rudy Mancesco, obviously seen in the cast here, he's interesting. I still recognize the guy because he made a lot of very funny Vine skits, and now he's actually in this brand new It series, which I think is really pretty awesome, right? And badass. So there we go. Obviously, we have Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise the Clown too. So there we go. All right, let's see here. We have 8 episodes. So the first 4 are directed by Andy Muschietti, and obviously the first episode is written by Jason Fuchs. Second one is written by Olsen Guzman. The third is written by Gedalis Del Carmen and Gabe Hobson. The fourth is written by Helen Shang. The fifth is written by Caleb Kane. The sixth is written by Jason Fuchs and Cord Jefferson and Caleb Kane, right? So that's interesting. Episode 7 is written by Jason Fuchs and Caleb Kane, and obviously episode 8 is written by Jason Fuchs. Obviously the first episode released on the 26th of October 2025. The second were released on the 2nd of November 2025. Third one were released on the 9th of November 2025. The fourth one were released on 16th November 2025. And obviously the fifth one were released in the 23rd of November 2025. Obviously the sixth episode were released on the 30th of November. Obviously the seventh one and obviously were released on the 7th of December, and obviously the 8th one were released on the 14th of December. So in March 2022, Variety they reported that Andy Muschietti, Barbara Muschietti, and Jason Fuchs were developing and serving as an executive producer of a prequel series of the film It from 2017 for HBO Max titled Welcome to Derry, which was taken place in the 1960s before the events of the film and was also include the origin story of Pennywise the Clown. It received a production commitment in November 2022, and Fuchs and Caleb Kane were hired as co-showrunners. The series was given a green light in February 2023, with Andy Muschietti directing multiple episodes, including the pilot written by Fuchs. Bill Skarsgård will also serve as an executive producer. In January 2025, in an interview with Radio TU, Andy Muschietti revealed details about the source material and longer-term plans. He said that the series is based on interlude chapters from the It novel. He also said that 3 seasons are intended for the series, set in 1962. The second one will be set in 1935, and the third will be set in 1908, respectively. There's a reason why the story is told backwards, he says, which is interesting. Okay, I think you might have something there. Obviously, 1935 is an interesting, I would say, period. It's just between the First World War and the Second World War. And if you have like this, I would say this extraterrestrial creature like Pennywise, obviously, being there, I think that would give a lot of people the creeps, right? So there we go. So principal photography began in Toronto, Hamilton, and Port Hope in May 2023 under the shooting title Greetings from Fairview, and was Greetings from Fairview. That's a really interesting hidden title. Obviously, it's Welcome to Derry, so I guess that makes sense, right? And was expected to continue through December. Scenes were shot at the Delta Secondary School. In mid-July 2023, production was suspended due to SAG-AFTRA strikes. In August 2024, it was reported that production of the first season had concluded, and it was revealed that the series was titled It, Welcome to Derry. In May 2025, it was reported that Benjamin Wellfish would score the series. Wellfish previously scored the It films. It, Welcome to Derry is scheduled to premiere on HBO on the 26th of October 2025, with subsequent episodes airing weekly for the first season. It was previously slated to stream exclusively on HBO Max. So that's interesting. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Stephen King. I think his books are really interesting. He makes tons of great stuff. Like really, obviously, Stephen King is an American author dubbed the King of Horror. He's widely known for his horror novels and has also explored other genres, among them suspense, crime, science fiction, fantasy, and mystery. Though known primarily for his novels, he has written approximately 200 short stories, most of which were published in collections. His debut, Carrie from 1974, established him in horror. Different Seasons 1982, a collection of 4 novellas, was his first major departure from the genre. Among the film's adaptations from King's fiction are Carrie, The Shining, The Dead Zone, Christine, Stand By Me, Misery, The Shawshank Redemption, Dolores Claiborne, The Green Mile, The Mist, It Chapter 2. Obviously, he has published under the pseudonym Richard Bachman and has co-written works with the authors, notably his friend Peter Straub and his sons Joe Hill and Owen King. He has also written non-fiction, notably Dance Macabre, on writing a memoir of the craft. Dance Macabre, that's interesting. It's a 1981 non-fiction book by Stephen King about horror fiction in print, TV, radio, film, and comics, and the influence of contemporary societal fears and anxieties of the genre. That's interesting. Because Dance Macabre is a fun fact, which is a ride in like a Dutch theme park. I think so. I think so. Yeah, it's been a while since I last saw that attraction, right? So, among other awards, King has won the Henry Award from the Man in Black Suit and the Los Angeles Times Book Prize for Mystery slash Thriller for 11 to 263 or something. He has also won honors for his several contributions to literature, including the 2003 Medal for Distinguished Contribution to American Letters, the 2007 Grand Master Award for the Mystery Writers of America. Obviously, King has written a bunch of books, right? He's a big guy. I mean, he's a big, well-known guy, right? Like The Dark Tower. Obviously, in the late 1970s, King began a series about a lone gunslinger Roland, who pursues the Man in Black in an alternate universe that is a cross between G.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth and the American Wild West. It was depicted by Clint Eastwood and Sergio Leone in the spaghetti westerns. Obviously, The Dark Tower is like this book, which is kind of interesting, which kind of, I guess, connects the different universes and books and series and fantasies of like the novels of Stephen King, or that's what I know, right? Because they made a film about that with like I think Idris Elba, and I wanted to connect it with like the entire all the franchise films of Stephen King or written by Stephen King. But obviously he's a very interesting I guess writer. Okay, so there we go. So obviously the filming will obviously it began in May 2023, paused due to the SAG-AFTRA strikes, and obviously were released later this year. I think I'm really excited for this series. I'm not quite sure, I'm not a big horror kind of guy, but I still really appreciate the art and the work that they put into those kinds of projects. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you later. Goodbye.